Hello and welcome back to the Cove with more Frostpunk the Last Autumn. So we started the scenario in the last one and it seems like a very interesting prospect for a mission. We're secretly going ahead and setting up some generators, probably not to disturb all the other people and have these places inundated. So with the corporation having sent us all out and we all don't have too much to do, we're here trying to build things. So at the moment we're working on a few issues. We have a couple of people who need some tents. That's fine. We should be able to manage that fairly comfortably. We've got a little bit of technology coming along. We probably should have gone for the sawmill first, but we decided to go for food instead. Still, either way, it's an important thing to have both. And then we have made a couple of promises, one of which being that we need shelter for everybody. We need to build a chapel, a bathhouse, and then of course there's obviously the basic facilities, which we have a week for. So we need to research and build the docks, start gathering resources piled up by the docks, and build and activate the fishing harbour or set up a foragers camp. So yeah, let's go ahead and let time get going. We have started a chapel so we can figure out our housing district as we continue to grow. And we have a medical post being built as well, as we have 2 sick people and we do not want them to become gravely ill. So let's go ahead and start constructing ourselves a sawmill. That is going to be incredibly important, I think. Well, this is a little bit interesting. Instead of green to white, it's now white to green. That's a little bit different. We're going to go ahead and... where do we want to build this first place? I want pretty good efficiency if we could manage it. I think over here is not terrible. Fortunately, we're just slightly off with the housing there. That's kind of annoying. I was hoping we could just build it right there, but I guess maybe we would lose 2 timber in the whole scheme of things if we did get rid of this. That would upset some people getting kicked out of a home, but that would give us probably the best spot for that sawmill. Yeah, that sawmill would be rather good, and unfortunately, yeah, we just can't get a better location. So I guess either that or maybe we work our way over here. Not adjacent to street. Yeah, I think that might actually be a pretty good spot. That will cost us a fair bit of it'll cost us a fair bit of wood to build the road out there, but I suppose that's an inevitability. Yeah, you know what? We're going to go ahead and build this one right here. We want pretty good efficiency from the get-go. Yeah, so we'll work on that. Let's go over there. That'll cost us 8. If we go from here, that'll cost us 7. So you know what? That will suffice. Let's get time up and running just so we can get that final piece of timber. We should have... yeah, we're actively working on this. That should be fine. We'll follow it up by that. Yeah, we're not going to get anywhere with the sawmill tonight, unfortunately, but it is what it is. We'll go ahead and make sure that that road is constructed, though. As soon as we can get started, the better. Yeah, we definitely need a lot of timber for tomorrow because we do have limited time to get everybody the housing that they require. So, yes, we do want to make sure that we are on top of that. Oh, and research, apparently. We need to pick up something. And we just spent a whole stack of timber, didn't we? Oh, bother. Uh-oh. We need 10 timber for that. We're ever so close, but we're ever so far. Well, you're a necessity. Do we just go ahead and dismantle some of the street? I suppose that is one theoretical option. We could go ahead and see what would that cost us from across from here to here. That'd be 6 wood. If we demolished what's already going across, how much would that be? That'll give us back 4. That's kind of annoying. That's very annoying. part of me wonders whether we dismantle a small amount of this circle here, just so we have the minimal amount for tomorrow, so we can start. Yeah, it's a small inconvenience, but I think it's manageable. In fact, you know what we can do? Just so we don't need it later, let's just cut across there. There we go. Everything still connects. It gets us where we need to go. We're not going to waste any time on research. Silly little thing to do, but it is important nonetheless. Let's go with the dock. I think that's going to be what we want. Yeah, I think that'll give us the most benefit sooner than the others. And it's one of the things that we need anyway, so we'll go ahead and get that running. Yeah, interesting choice. Alright, well, at least we got the sawmill up and running, so that will give us some very good timber generation. We can pass a new law, so I think we will. What do we want to work on? So at the moment we have a bathhouse. We did sign that in. That gives us access to crowded quarters or comfortable quarters. What is this? Housing will accommodate up to 12. Discontent will rise permanently. Motivation will fall slightly. Ooh. Or, oh, we can have comfortable quarters, but we lose out on our housing efficiency. Aye. Well, I don't know whether we're going to be severely overcrowded or what, so I think we'll leave that there for now. I think what we may go for is an early evening service. Just start to increase our motivation, our motivation, get that up and running, get those efficiency gains. The public house and all these things will be nice to have, but unfortunately, we're going to need the resource to keep that up and running. Sorry, we need the resources to get the building up and running. So I think what we'll do is we'll go for the evening services. The sooner we get that, the better. And then I guess we can call for them as soon as we have the chapel built. Yeah, although unfortunately we do need a little bit more timber to connect that, so that may not actually be viable. Hadn't thought that through, had we? You know, I think I was expecting a little bit better timber generation from over the last day, but I guess it is what it is. Alright, chapel has been erected, giving people a place to pray together and find comfort in faith. Motivation rises. Small, but somewhat. Alright, let's see. Got a few places in range at least. Let's go ahead. Oh, needed to have got those engineers into the medical bay sooner, but can't do much about that. We should also have a forager's hut that'll help us out too. In fact, what we need is... Oh, we can only send workers to the sawmill. Huh. Okay. Well, that's a little bit annoying. Yeah, so these steel piles, these wood piles, they can only be handled by workers. Did we send one to... Yeah, we sent a couple of workers up here to start gathering coal. I think we'll call them back. We need you making some more timber for us. And... well, I guess we don't need the food since we don't have any raw food. So I guess we're going to keep you on the huge coal pile for now. Yeah, start building up a little bit of a supply. Not that we need it, but we'd rather not have idle hands. So that will have to be good enough. Alright, so bathhouse needs to be built in 2 days. Yeah, shelter needs to be provided in the next day and 5 hours. So that's certainly the priority. That gives us an extra 24 hours on that bathhouse. As long as we can pre-plan where the bathhouse can go, we should be all right. But we'll have to see how, yeah, we'll have to figure that out. I think it's probably going to go side by side with the chapel, and then we'll just start filling in and around it. But again, we still need to see, and of course, we need to have the resources to do so. So, yeah, that's just going to be what it is. A little bit of discontent is going to be necessary for these first couple of days as we sort out everything. Luckily, we don't have too many people who are sick. Oh, apparently rain is coming on in. Yeah, 2 of the homeless people fell ill. That will unfortunately happen. Yeah, that is our fault for not getting them housing soon enough. But it is what it is. Okay, camp life reality check. Oh dear. As the camp wakes up under the dark rain clouds, the mood among our people turns gloomy. Nobody told us we'll be sent to the end of nowhere, they grumble. There is nothing for us to do here but work, and they are going to stay a while in this remote, cold, miserable place if you don't keep their motivation up. The efficiency will suffer. Okay. Yeah, that's not good. We'll consider signing another law. We'll hit that button just so they have that idea. I think... Oh, we could actually pass an extra one. Ah, okay, so... We could pass the hearty meals. But that won't necessarily... that's something we can activate or deactivate. This will cost us 20 wood and 10 steel. That's not terrible. That's not super expensive, and we should still have a couple of days to make it. Yeah, another one could be passed after 18 hours. Alright, you know what? We'll go ahead and... Yeah, patrons of the public house are less discontented. Alright. Oh, wait, 1 hour to sign in the new law? Okay, well, I guess that's what we'll do. We'll, Sorry, 1 day and 1 hour before we can sign in a new law. We'll go ahead and do the public house on the next one. I think that's going to be the best thing for us. Yeah, so we'll see what we can do. Alright, so let's see. We have a limited time here. 2 days for the bathhouse and only hours left for the shelter. So that's going to be our priority first and foremost. Obviously we need about 10 for the next research, but that will be finished, what, around 3 p.m? So, yeah, as long as we're aware of that. Let's go ahead and start planning out some of the housing. Again, we do not want to become a liar too early on. That is just within range there, so I think we'll try and maximize the radius. So 1, and then... Yeah, I think we'll come back and do the others as we get a little bit more timber. Luckily, that sawmill is going to be working quite nicely. That's equivalent to the other two, so that is very, very good. In fact, we're probably going to start finishing this up fairly quickly. Yeah, we've only got 8 hours of work. So that's 32. Oh, that's not quite right, but it will be close. We're going to want to have a... I think we're going to go ahead and call back 10 people, and we're going to start them making another sawmill. Yeah, a second one is going to be rather important. We'll go ahead and throw that. I really want to put that around there, but yeah, again, one of our faults for not having done that sawmill first. It's not adjacent to a street here, but we've got pretty good range. That will hit those final trees when we get the range upgrade. But at least it'll give us a little bit more of a perimeter around, so that will have to be good enough. That'll cost us 9, that'll cost us 6. Decisions. You know what, one step at a time. We'll just leave things be. You know what, we'll go ahead and pause construction on the house. That is not the important thing right now. Generation of timber is certainly what we need to focus upon. Yeah, 30. So that's 1. We need another... what's that? 4 more houses. We can build 3, so I suppose we'll set up another 2. We'll go 1 and 2. Yeah, making sure we have enough timber just in case we get to the next thing. The docks should be able to provide us some decent output as well. And you know what? That's going to be the last one there. So let's go ahead and build that home where it needs to be. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 40. That takes us up to 55. Oh, I told a lie. We are a little bit short, but that's okay. We have 16 hours to build these tonight, and I'm sure people will certainly be doing just that. So let's go. Let's go ahead and see. Where is that bathhouse? Oop. We want to check out the health tab. Need 40 wood for that. We'll wait a little bit longer, but we will get there. As soon as we'll check that out and see just how much room we have to play with and decide whether we want to put more houses on that third tier or not. Alright, so let's go. We put you there. Invalid placement. Oh, what a jerk. Oh, that's so annoying. We've been just fractions of an inch off on all of our building placements. That is painful. 23 wood and 8 steel. These chapels aren't cheap though, I don't think. Let's just double check. Oh no, 30 wood and 10 steel. 30 and 10. Okay, so we'll lose 7 timber and 2 steel. Not the best, but it would mean that we have a better housing district. So we're going to get that set to be destroyed. Let's just double check. We need the bathhouse again. So let's go. That takes us to, hang on a second. Let's just zoom on in for a second. Yeah, I think we need to move it maybe one over. So that'll be to just after this little section here. So let's go ahead and see tents. Yeah, that'll put us slightly off too, but you know what? We may as well not waste the radius. If we put one here, we can shuffle everything else further across, and that way everything fits more nicely. Yeah, so you know what? We'll go ahead and put that there. Kind of annoying, but it is what it is. Also, we need to make sure... Oh, of course, we didn't get this up and running. My bad. Let's just go for the 6 for now. And then see that that gets producing. We'll only get a couple of hours of work from it, but it is better than not. We'll go ahead and pause the rest of these homes. This one there, we've almost finished it, so it'll just be what it is. That pathing's going in nice and quickly. Alright, so that's all of our main problems sorted out. Let's go ahead and check out a new technology. We do need the docks, but I think we'll go ahead and just start with the profiles manufacture. I think that's going to be the thing we need. Yeah, research and build the docks. Start gathering resources and... Oh, actually, we don't need that building just yet. Maybe we go up a tech level. That could be something to our advantage. Yeah, food and health doesn't give us much. Faster gathering, again, that's not ridiculous at this stage. And at the moment, I think going for a sawmill upgrade would be rather nice. Yeah, so let's see. That'll cost us 50 timber. Ooh. Aye. Well, we'll see what's available by the end of workday, and we'll make our decisions there. Yeah, it's just unfortunate. We'll make sure we pause that too. And you know what? Since we can, let's send those engineers away from there for now. And we'll make sure... Oh, hang on a second. We have coal. My bad. We can get you working on some other things just to make sure that we're generating as much as possible. Okay, so we could go for the next level of tech. That would be viable, and I think that's what we're going to do. Yeah, we only get 2 hours of research in for the rest of the day, but I don't think... Wait a second, that's not the right button. If we check out the basic docks, yeah, bringing basic materials from local sources are unloaded here. Okay, so we can build you there. Wow, that's quite the building. Oh, we can even build another one out here. Okay. Oh, we can build 3. Okay, of course, that makes a little bit of sense. 4? Jolly Nelly. Okay, these are going to be very important for us, it seems. How much do they cost? 25 wood for a basic dock. Okay. We still have a good day's worth of rations. Let's see. Allow us to send... Yeah, we should probably get one of those built. We're going to need the food sooner or later. Hmm. I think for now we just go ahead and pick up that tech. Alright, we'll go ahead and do that. Yes, we need to employ engineers. That's fine. We'll send them back there. That'll be all well and good. Yeah, and hopefully that works out all right. Yeah, we got a second sawmill up. That's going to give us a huge boost to our timber production, so that's not the end of the world. It turns out it doesn't actually give us the... Okay, so we wasted 11 minutes of research. I don't think in the grand scheme that's going to be too crazy. Let's go ahead and tie all of these houses in to one another. Let's go up over there. And then I think we'll go up over here as well. And then what have we got? That takes us to 2 wood. Okay, need a little bit more. And that should be fine. And you know what? Let's no longer pause any of these construction. Now that we have everything else sorted out, that'll be fine. Yeah. Alright, and let's build the road. There we go. That will be good enough. Alright, so we've avoided a crisis there with providing shelter as a promise. That's all nicely coming along. In fact, how many hours have we got? We have 12 hours. Yeah, that'll be fine. We're about to hit free time. People will easily be able to get those jobs finished. We have pretty good efficiency with these wood piles. We're clearing up over there soon. Yeah, those sawmills are going to be, yeah, twice as good as what we already had over here. So, yeah, that will be quite nice. In fact, realistically, it's, yeah, doing very nicely at this moment. Okay, so we've still got more timber. Let's go ahead and continue our construction plan. So let's go... Now we'll unpause you. We'll work on a bathhouse. Make sure we get that promise fulfilled. Again, we don't want to be too far behind. And then maybe even... Actually, you know what? That'll be 40 wood. And that's 25. So that's 60... Yeah, no, we'll have this in a... Actually, you know what? We'll play it out just in case. We'll wait till all of these are built. Once that's gone, and then we'll set up a dock after we have the bathhouse sorted. Yeah, hopefully the docks will give us some early resources. We may end up with some need for a gathering post, potentially, would be my guess. Is if we've got ships coming into harbour, we're going to need to unload all of those and make sure that everybody is picking up those resources and taking them to town. Yeah, I think that's quite possible. But still, one way or another, let's go ahead and get all of this stuff sorted. There we are. Houses are almost built. Homelessness is disappearing. That will free up a few engineers from the sickness, but again, that's not currently our issue. Alright, shelter promise fulfilled. Everyone needs a roof, if only a flapping one over their head. Your people look forward to a well-deserved rest. Okay, motivation rises. That's nice. Discontent has disappeared. Excellente. And then... part of me questions whether we go for the docks or the bathhouse. And I think we're going to go for the dock. Simply because if we know what we can get access to with these, that's probably better for our society than a single bathhouse. We're not really too concerned about illness and things. So, yeah, it's not really an issue. And the temperature is certainly not going to cause us pain, so that is quite nice. Alright, so it looks like everybody's building that. That should come along nicely. That'll get us a little bit further ahead. Yeah, start gathering resources piled up by the docks. Yeah, definitely, hopefully resources coming on in. We are getting rather short on food, so you know what? We do need to build ourselves a... Huh. We don't have enough in foragers' quarters. We are 2 timber short. Okay. Ow. do we make this work? Long story short, we can't. We're gonna have to wait till the beginning of tomorrow. Alright, so either way, let's go ahead and check out the docks. What have we got here? Coal, timber, or steel, and we have to send workers there. Okay, so yeah, it requires at least one worker. Production queue is empty. I think what we'll do here is we'll take away those workers from that pile. We can shuffle the others across as they finish up there. Again, we have sawmills, so that's not too important. And then what do we go for? Steel, timber, or coal? You know what? We're going to go with some timber. At the moment, that seems to be our most pressing issue, so we're going to go ahead and focus upon that. Yeah, certainly very good. I don't know how much this is going to generate, but I will take what I can get. So, yeah, we'll just have to run with it. Alright, so as soon as work starts in the morning, we can go ahead and get that building built. In fact, we probably are going to want to have a couple of extra workers to build that there. So, yeah, we'll probably shuffle some people around from here just so they can build some extra buildings for us. Okay, so let's see. How long until morning? Okay, 2 hours. That's not terrible. Motivation has decreased. Permanent modifiers. Daily loss is noticeable. I guess that's because we, the people got sad and depressed about being here and working super hard with, minimal reason or understanding as to why. Well, I can't really hold that against them. Let's go ahead and get ourselves access to a public house. I think that's where we're going. Yeah, that's where we are going. So let's go ahead and sign on in the public house. Patrons will be less discontented. Motivation rises. We'll have to build one. That's fine. We have 4 days to do so. That's easy enough. Alright, so that's up and running. Hurry up and get to work. Oh. And what have we got? Basic facilities. A telegraph station. Now that we have built the basic resource infrastructure, we can set about bringing more people and steam cores from England. To do this, we have to build the telegraph station. Okay, well, I guess that's in place of a beacon. That makes a fair amount of sense. Let's go ahead and make sure we start working on that food. Those foraging quarters need to be built ASAP. So we're going to go ahead and pop those right next door. I think that's going to be where we put you, although could technically squeeze that in there, although that does take up a bigger blueprint, which is kind of annoying. In fact, it is remarkably annoying. You know what? There we go. That'll work. Not adjacent to street. That'll only cost us a little bit of timber, but we're not using up more room than necessary. That's 4 wood. Hang on a second. That'll cost us 3. Oh, we don't actually have the amount of wood to get that up and running. Of course, that is a bit of an issue. Let's bring back those workers. Make sure that that gets up and running. There we go. We'll get that back. That'll be fine. Again, we need to build this as soon as possible. Otherwise, we're going to start having some very hungry people. And that is not ideal. That is very bad indeed. Alright, so let's see. 16 timber per hour? Oh my goodness, that is fantastic. Okay, so that's going to put away a lot of our woes. We're certainly going to have enough timber soon. We're going to need a second one, but again, that'll cost us, yeah, 10 workers to do so. Yes, I see. That being said, though, we're clearing out some of these steel piles, so that will give us access to more things. Let's go ahead and I think we'll call on in another basic dock and gain access to that. That is the wood pile. Oh. Do we need a gathering post beside there? We should double check that we have that understood properly. I don't want to make any mistakes. No. Okay, so we would need to make a gathering post nearby for us to benefit as much as possible. Okay. intriguing. But then I think we should build another dock and see where we need to collect from that wood pile from, because again, this is kind of, yeah, 16 per hour, but we're not actually gaining that wood. We still need at least, so it's basically 20 people per dock. Well, that's kind of annoying. Well, that's going to be 30 people. Yeah, this is going to become quite the predicament, isn't it? Alright, and we can only send workers there too, which is even more annoying. Even more annoying. Alright, what have we got? Camp life. Septic. Oh dear. You overhear two workers arguing over the reality of the global cooling. Do you really believe this is the end of the world rubbish? Me? I'm just happy I'm just here for the money. When we're done with this mad scheme, I can move my family out of St. Gars. Well, then you're a fool, because you'll all die when the frost comes. He turns to you. Ain't it the truth, sir? Mind your work. And, discontent will fall. So the science says increase motivation. Ooh. Discontent will rise and motivation will rise. You know what? We want as much motivation as possible. I'm willing to take on a little bit of discontent. Only fools doubt it. Well, could be better, could be worse. So I guess we are where we are. And I'm really hoping this forage quarters comes up nice and quickly. It's going to take us 7 hours at this rate, which is not going to get us much food. Yeah, we're in a little bit of a pickle as far as that's concerned. Can we avoid any of these other pickles? We have a public house. There only be one in the city. That's not major as to where we locate you, so that's not going to be a big deal, but we do want that bathhouse. That's going to cost us 40 timber. I think we'll work on that first. Also, too, keeping people nice and healthy is going to be rather nice. So, yeah, we'll try and work on that. May even go ahead and switch our sleeping arrangements to a more comfortable way, but again, we'll yeah, the reason why it packs us allows us to pack in an extra 12 people kind of makes me concerned that we could have many people and housing may become quite the issue. So it's a carefully delicate balance. And you know what, I think what we're going to do is, you know what, we need 10, oh no, we need 15 workers here. I think what we're going to do is we're going to recall you, and we're going to send you to the wood pile for now. We don't really need the steel at this current moment in time, but we do need to get on top of our timber production if we're going to do well. So we're going to go ahead and get that going. We're going to build, yeah, not adjacent to street, but that hits all of the homes at this stage. Yeah, let's just go ahead and, oh, actually, you know what? We're going to shuffle, do we shuffle it across? See, here's my thoughts. If we miss one there, that's kind of annoying, but we do get better use of the radius of this building as it's more accessible to build around. But at the same time, too, we still need to deal with the chapel. So you know what? I think we're just going to try and make this as entwined as possible. We'll go ahead and we'll build a road across there so we can keep working on other things. We have 19 hours to get that up and running. That should be fine, but that'll keep everybody a little bit healthier. So I think that should be nice. And I'm fairly sure it increases the motivation of people as well. Just feeling a little bit cleaner probably makes them much happier. Alright, so forages. We need 20 wood, 10 steel, and 15 workers. Yeah, that's far more expensive than I thought. Alright, well, we have no choice. Oh, and so these are our scouts. What a okay, what a nice little bird's eye view. Okay, so we can see where we've sailed on in, and we can see the frost. Huh. Yeah, wow, okay, that's kind of cool. I very much like that. Well, we only have reindeer tracks, so you've got 12 hours to get there. Go ahead and start finding us some food then, buddy. Don't know if that's the right idea. I'm thinking maybe fishing would have been a better option. Because, yeah, we're getting short on getting short on food. And that could be bad. Alright, well, better late than never. Alright, steel pile depleted. Fantastic, that gives us extra workers. We'll send... Where do we want those extra workers? You know what, let's finish up over here if we can. That'll take a little bit of time. Yeah, everything will get built in due course, so I'm not too concerned. We have some health if we need it. People are still working on that next level of technology. We have plenty of timber, so I'm not concerned about our ability to make the most of that. Yeah, we've got more timber coming on in. Yeah, that wood pile is... Yeah, actually, you know what? If we go for the... Okay, hang on a second. I just realized, yes, of course, faster gathering. This is going to be important for us to be able to deal with things. What have we got here? Docks will be 10% more efficient. Okay, that's not bad. A reloading station? Okay, what's this? Allows us to build reloading stations, which gather resources piling up at the docks. Ah, people working here gather resources piling up at the docks and transfer them to the supplies. That could be really good. Yeah, that could be a very nice technology to get. If that's slightly more efficient than us collecting directly at the pile, that'll be manpower that we'll desperately need. We also need... What have we got? More foragers, forager carts. Yeah, new design will allow them to move 50% faster. Or a fishing harbour. Yeah, I think what we're going to go for is... I think these things can stay on the end of our to-do list at this stage. We need to produce plenty of food. So what we're going to do is we're going to go for the forager carts. Make sure that we can get as much food as quickly as possible. Because we are in a little bit of danger as far as food is concerned. So we'll get that going. Yeah, either that or maybe the fishing harbour. You know what? Steady raw source of food. You know what? We're going to change my mind. Forager carts would be nice, but I think the fishing harbour is going to be a reliable way of getting food. That makes me wonder whether we can go for a hunt and still fail. So you know what? We're going to go for the fishing harbour, and we'll figure that out in the next one, because I just realised the time. We have gone slightly over yet again, but that's alright. If you do want to see more of this, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning into the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.